Yaya Guerrero, as with so many Cubans, has experienced her share of loss. Left behind as family, lovers, and friends leave, in search of a hopeful future with no hope of return. One of her many tattoos decorates her side, a simple cartoon surfer girl holding a cup with a string, connecting her to nothing. A strange image on its own, but if we were to fly to Spain, we'd find another Cuban woman with this same image, Yaya's first surf sister. With minimal communication available between them, these images connect these two across the ocean as Yaya paves the way as the only female surfer in Cuba. What makes her story truly incredible is that she stands at the forefront of female surfing in a country that for the past 6 decades has had no direct access to surf gear. Due to the embargo and government regulations, Havana surfers have used whatever they could find for boards, daring not only jagged reef breaks, but police arrests as well. Living in the surf capital of California, we've found that women's surfing has been seen as a lifestyle of tiny bikinis rather than wipeouts and reef-scraped feet. In Cuba, in the void of selling surfing to the masses, the only thing to do is surf. Their love for the ocean sells itself, and surfers stray from social norms to embrace their passion for the sea. So we decided to head down to Cuba to bring gear and help Yaya grow the surfing sisterhood. Back in the US, united by our love for the ocean and our passion to make surfing accessible to women and girls in Cuba, we shared our plan and Yaya's story with the wider community. As word started to spread, we were soon overwhelmed with donated gear to take with us. Surfboards, leashes, fins, rash guards, all the things we take for granted here, but would be like gold in Cuba. We couldn't wait to get there. After a year of talking long distance, we were finally in Cuba with our new surf sisters. We spent the next 2 weeks with local women and girls, excited for a chance to explore their adventurous spirit. Every day, we would pile our gear and smiling faces into old cars to surf, skate, hike, climb, and adventure. Together, as a community of women, as a family, we were strong and fearless, stepping outside of the norm to try new things, educate, and inspire. However, when you take the time to listen to our individual stories, they are threaded with depression, anxiety, fear, and loss. Each of us have found solace in the ocean. It connects us to ourselves, to the planet, and brings us together to heal and grow. With every experience we have, we create connections. And when we experience trauma, our connections to trust, self-confidence, and ability to love is severed. Creating safe spaces to have new experiences and rebuild these connections is key. And that is why we created Groundswell. Through surfing, we give women the opportunity to overcome their fears, to face insecurities, build resiliency, and heal wounds. We create positive memories and empower them to better their own lives, as well as their communities. Our time in Cuba reminded us why we surf. Not to compete, but to commune with nature, each other, and ourselves. On land, we laughed at language barriers, but in the waves, we spoke a universal language. The language of the ocean and of unity in adventure and living without fear. We've found the language, and now we want to share it with as many people as possible.